Part 2. Government ethics.
Government ethics, there's 4 topics here. One is we've asked the parties whether they would bring legislation in to make sure politicians were honest, open. We want them to bring in legislation that would restrict them from putting their personal interests against financial interests over the public.
Isn't that funny?
Well, it is. Well, you know, and you can see the marks. You can see the marks. The Greens, the NDP, and the PCs have given us the best information towards an ethical government, like how they see government operating and the MLAs behaving. Yeah, well, the Liberals, again, what they're saying is basically the system works for us, and we're not going to change it. And, you know, they've been consistent on code of conduct. They're saying the system works for us, the system works for us, and on electoral, and the system works for us. And they're not interested in making any changes. Now, to their credit, we have to say, well, there is legislation that the government has passed. You know, there's a new ethics commissioner, and that ethics commissioner has the authority to order the release of government documents. But it was the government that did that. You know, not the Liberal Party. We're asking the Liberal Party, we're asking the NDP, we're asking all of the parties what their position is. So we saw the Green Party get a higher mark this time. The NDP and PCs, they didn't give us anything new in terms of material because they gave us a bit more direction, but nothing to give them a better mark. So we're hopeful that, you know, the parties will see the light during the election campaign, because there's going to be one more report card, and that is in September 15th.
So what's this?
So this is electoral reform. This basically is making New Brunswickers' voice count, making their vote count. And we've asked the parties to consider something called proportional representation. This is what was recommended in the Royal Commission back in 2005 on democracy, legislative democracy. And actually, it was the PCs. It was their government that had initiated that. And we're very excited to see that the PCs now, after, you know, not wanting to talk about it in a great deal, very vague again in July, but now they're saying we will revisit the recommendations, and including proportional representation. The Green Party and the NDP are saying, you know, they have both endorsed the Commission's report from 2005. And do New Brunswickers think, when you look at the decline, when you think of the decline in voter turnout, you know, we're down here, does anyone really think that that's going to spike up this way? No, we've been in a steady decline. We knew it in 2005. And do you think New Brunswickers feel any better? Do you feel like any more trust for the politicians? You know, the Commission said the problem with voter turnout is that they've lost confidence. They don't trust the politicians.
No.
So when you come back to the board, you say, well, geez, you know, they don't trust the politicians, but we're not going to make any change to it. You say, well, geez, whose side are you on? So, you know, we've got we're very encouraged as we go into, you know, the official election campaign.
And the last report.
The last report, we're going to be able to provide a full analysis of all of the parties, so that when people come time to vote, they're going to say, geez, which party is going to be most honest? Well, we've done the groundwork for people. You know, which party should I really trust with my vote? Who is going to make my vote count? Which party is going to support my voice?
And the People Alliance better say something to you.
Well, yeah, you know, as I said, we've asked them and given them the same prompts and the same requests and the same. We'll treat them with the same respect, and we'll.
What's this number here? Okay. Hey, keep up the good work.
Well, thank you very much, Charles.
Talk to you later.